everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome if you're new here. My name's Amanda and I just started this channel, so don't forget to subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram if you don't already. I started this YouTube channel. It's basically about my love for niche and luxury fragrance, but also beauty and lifestyle content, mainly fragrance though. And I'm so glad you found me, so please watch this video if you like fragrances, and also, as I mentioned, don't forget to subscribe. Today's video is a really exciting video. I think it could benefit to a lot of you because I haven't seen a lot of video on this topic. I'm going to explain to you shortly what is oud and show you 4 fragrances that I think are great if you're a beginner and if you're an oud lover in general, because these are actually 4 of my favorite oud fragrances and they are quite affordable for oud fragrances, so you definitely should keep watching. And yeah, so I will start right into it. There's no particular order, and as I mentioned, I have already put out a few videos about fragrances, so make sure you make sure you go on my YouTube channel and look for the videos below, because I have already covered some content. So yeah, so what is oud? Oud is basically a mold found in trees. It's also known as agarwood, and as it says, the smell is very woody. It is very precious. It's basically called the Middle Eastern gold, so it is a very precious ingredient for perfume. So that's why a lot of perfumes that have oud in there are most of the times a bit more expensive, but it depends definitely on the quality of the oud. Oud is often found as base notes in fragrances. If you're not familiar, there are base notes, heart notes and top notes in fragrances, and oud can be combined with so many other fragrances to make it so special and unique. That's why it's very often used in the Middle Eastern culture as perfume layering, and a lot of Middle Eastern cultures, or in Middle Eastern houses, or people that love perfume from the Middle East actually wear a perfume oil. A lot of time it's oud, so it is a very luxurious, expensive kind of smell, because the people that know oud know that it is more of an expensive kind of ingredient. Where you can find oud is actually a form of mold in the trees that are special trees that you find. Some are in India. Unfortunately, these kind of trees actually are less and less available, so I know that they have actually created places where they plant them, and so it sounds not very delicious, but believe me, a good oud, everyone needs a good oud. I actually believe that there's some great oud mixtures that are good for people that like more of a fresher scent, also people that like more of a, of course, woody scent, animalic scent, of course. I have to say that I have also smelled oud fragrances before that I didn't like, so if that it is a magic ingredient and not just a magical scent. It is, when it's well mixed, it's very addictive. It's super strong, it lasts on your skin for hours, so it is definitely understandable why it is so popular by so many people. It's also traditional to use it as a home scent, so they would burn it in the bukhor burner, like I mentioned in the video before. A lot of times it's Agarwood, so that's oud. And when you go, for example, to Dubai, like you could see, they've actually sell oud chips, so it's like wooden pieces, and sometimes they are really expensive. So yeah, I think that is a grounded up explication for you to know what it is about exactly. Honestly, I think I have described it before, but I always would say it's like truffle. Either you love it or you're not a fan of it. I happen to like both a lot. But as I mentioned, that it depends how the perfume is mixed. A lot of times in perfumes, base notes are often the stronger ones, like Agarwood, musk, amber, and then on top they use more of a fresher notes or more floral notes. But you can make great gourmand fragrances. You can also make more of a fresher scent. It can be very masculine, it can be unisex, it can be feminine, so it is a very versatile ingredient. And I want to show you 4 fragrances that I love that have oud. As you know by now, I love Oriental fragrances. I love everything that's very oudy, but it's sensual, a little bit gourmand. I honestly, I also like when it has a freshness to it. For me, it really depends on the blend, but I definitely love oud. So I'm gonna start randomly. I actually am gonna go ahead with a local brand that is found in Geneva, and that is Mizensir, and this is Perfect Oud. So this perfume is actually my newest edition from the ouds, and I have found this in Bourgogne in Lausanne. You can also purchase it in Geneva. Like I say, Mizensir is a local Swiss house, and they create perfect, beautiful fragrances. They are really stunning. They last a long time as well. The price range I think is very, very correct. This is 100 ml, and it was 178 Swiss francs, I believe. I know I'm always converting, but it's because a lot of my viewers are from the US, so I think it's Swiss francs and US are kind of like close. So I think this would be maybe around 100. I don't know, I don't want to say anything, so I'm gonna link it below so you can see. I don't want to tell you anything wrong, but this one is absolutely beautiful. I mean, I have reviewed this fragrance before. If you want a more of an in-depth reviews, you can check out one of my videos. For those who haven't seen it, this is really a perfect oud. Why I love this is because I really believe this is the kind of oud that even if you are not familiar with the Middle Eastern fragrances, that you will love this, because there is an oudy obviously scent to it, but it's still kind of fresh, and it's, I don't know, it's not an overwhelming fragrance that you put on and you can feel a bit sick. You know, there are fragrances like that, and I think especially oud, I think oud, you have to, well, one thing you also have to know is let the fragrance sit, because when you put on the fragrance, a lot of ouds, they seem a bit strong. If you're looking for an oud and you go to your local perfume store or anywhere, just spray it on your wrist, and don't just take the cardboard thingy, like really put it on your wrist and then walk around outside a little bit, and then you can really see how the scent develops, because you know, it needs some time until all the notes coat together. But this one is really beautiful. You can tell I've actually used it quite a lot, and I don't have it since that long. Yeah, I mean, this one for me is classiness, elegance, a luxury in a bottle. I would definitely repurchase. It's a unisex fragrance as well. This is definitely one of my top fragrances. I love this. I love this as well because I feel like when you apply it, after a while you don't notice it that much, which is a normal thing, by the way. But once in a while you get the wave of the scent. And I get a lot of compliments on this perfume because I think it caters to a lot of tastes, because it is very mysterious and it has something animalic, but at the same time there's some freshness to it. I'm gonna add the notes as usual here so you can tell, but this one is just a beautiful fragrance. They actually have different ouds. I think they have 3 or 4 different ouds in the series, and this one that I chose is the Perfect Oud. The next one is from Mancera, which is Wild Rose Oud. This one is more of an older bottle that I have. I mean old, it's not a very new one, and I think this one is a great oud as well. Wild Rose Root, as you can tell, let me just... This is a beautiful fragrance. If you like Rose Musk by Montale, then you will love this one. I actually think that this is even better, because I feel like it's a bit more elegant, it's a bit more sophisticated, it has a bit more of I don't know, a little bit more of a I feel like Rose Musk by Montale is an amazing fragrance, but it's more on the sweeter side, and this one has sweetness to it, but it's still very classy and very sophisticated, because a lot of sweet fragrances can turn into a little bit more, yeah, it's a little bit more sweeter. But on me, this also has a little bit of a floral note. I mean, there's rose in it, and I think a rose and oud are just a beautiful combination. So whenever I see rose and oud, I need to try. If you tend to like the same perfumes like me, then you have to remember that whenever you see rose oud fragrance, you have to try it, because yeah, it's a beautiful fragrance. Also, the price range for this is around the same that I mentioned before. It is a niche fragrances, but I think if you really want to invest in an oud fragrance, that's my advice. I know I might get some disagreements on that. I love Tom Ford fragrances, but I do believe that a lot of the high price is also justified because of the brand, which is totally fine. But I think if you want to go quality oud and you don't want to spend 300 Swiss francs, or you don't want to spend $300, $350, and looking for longevity, try out Mancera or Montale, because they have great oud fragrances, and they are, I think, in the, I don't say mid-price range because it really depends what your budget is, but the price range for the quality is really amazing in my personal opinion. The next one is one that I showed you before as well. It is the Shaghaf Oud by Swiss Arabian. So this one is a dupe of Oud Bouquet, I think it's called, by Lancôme. It smells the same. I just realized this the last time, and I remember the first time I smelled Bruce Bouquet by Lancôme was before I got this one. I was like, this is just stunning. Yeah, it smells exactly the same. Honestly, it smells like Christmas in the Middle East. I don't know how to tell you, like Christmas in Dubai. No, this smells like winter holidays in Dubai. I love this fragrance, and I know that a lot of you girls will adore this fragrance. For me, this is a secret weapon for the ladies who love a sophisticated perfume that smells a little bit sweet, is gourmand, has a bit of a sensuality to it, and is really good price. I think I paid for this like $30. I got it for a good price, but I think it's around 30 or 70, depends on the distributor you buy it. It is a UAE brand, so let me tell you, the longevity of this is insane. It's beautiful. Honestly, this is also a compliment getter. This has definitely some praline in it, honey, or something very sweet, and rose. So as you can tell that I have a thing for floral woody fragrances, and this one is just amazing. So if you're looking for an oud fragrance and you want to start your collection and you want a fragrance that smells luxurious but still is in your price range, you have to get this one. Honestly, you can trust me on this one. It smells beautiful and it lasts a long time. This one is actually not available a lot in store, so what I would like you to do, if you're interested in it and you want to smell it before, go and try out the Lancôme one, because it smells very similar. And if you like this one, the Lancôme one, then you will adore this one. And again, the bottle is 75 ml. I love this brand. I think it is an amazing brand. The quality of the perfumes are amazing. The longevity is amazing. I personally think that when the quality is amazing, you can really tell by the juice how it smells later on in the day as well. That's my personal opinion. I know not everyone agrees, but I just feel like the more oil you have in the fragrance, and the better it lasts. And I need to spray it too. Yeah, it's just beautiful. This is also a great going out perfume. If you have a date and you want the person to remember you, I mean, wear this. It's a really great date perfume. It's a great, yeah, definitely. And not everyone knows this perfume. Not everyone knows it, so that's a great thing. I hype this because I know there's a lot of people that watch niche perfumes, but they're not ready to spend a lot of money yet. So get this one. Trust me with this one. Then the last one that I want to show you is Woody Style by what is it? Arabian Oud. This one was actually one of my first oud fragrances, and to this day is one of my favorites. It reminds me of Harrods. If you don't know, Harrods is actually a big department store in London. It's a luxury department store, and when you go there, like, there's so many Middle Eastern scents and beautiful perfumes. Yeah, this one is, I love this perfume. I love to wear this as well with other perfumes, so I like to mix or layer that perfume, because out of all of the four, this one is probably the most animalic fragrance. It is a little bit more woody. It has less sweeter notes. It's a very warm, very Middle Eastern fragrance. So if you love Middle Eastern fragrance, then you should definitely try this out, because I think it's one of the best, hands down. I repurchased it, and that means a lot because I don't repurchase a lot of perfumes even though I like them, but I feel like this is like a must-have in my collection. If I wear something and I want to smell like, you know, luxurious, I want to smell like luxurious. I just came home from Dubai, and I want to bring some of Dubai with me, and some sun, some luxurious, like luxury. I would wear this. I love this, and in winter this is just beautiful. Like, I love oud in winter. It's just, I don't know, it gives me the crispy feeling. I don't know how to explain, but when you wear oud and you go outside and it's cold, it keeps you warm. So this one is amazing as well. So as you can see, I've only showed you 4 fragrances, but I think I wanted to show you not a lot of fragrances. I will show you more oud fragrances in my collections or in my reviews, but I wanted to make a designated video about oud perfumes and the 4 perfumes that I think are really amazing ouds and that are kind of like affordable. And I think I think all of these are amazing. Definitely let me know if you get one, and if you love oud, or if you don't, let me know below what your favorite perfume, oud perfume, is. Thank you so much for watching this week's video, and I am so excited for you. I would be so excited and grateful if you would subscribe so this channel can grow. And thank you already to those who subscribe and watch my videos, and see you soon.